So we will start from test number 1. Test number 2 has already gone behind for the preparation part. Once test number 2, like 1 is done, test number 2 will come here, test number 3 you are supposed to go back for the preparation part. Same test number 4, 5, 6, 7, right? In this way, you are supposed to go and you will be managing the games in a use. The time given for the lecture completion is only 3 minutes, not more than that. So try to keep short and crisp. Alright? So we are starting now, and once 2.5 minutes are over, 2 minutes 30 seconds are over, I'll be giving you a ringing bell like this. This is the indication for understanding that you are supposed to wind up now and only 30 seconds are left. So wherever you are at that particular moment in your speech or in your lecture, you are supposed to end that particular sentence and try to wind it up. Right? Any doubts, anyone? Shall we start? So test number 1, you can start.
AI is shaping the future, and it is also revolutionized the technology. Good morning all of you. So today's topic is AI. So AI refers to the human intelligence which is stimulated by the computer programs. AI is processed because of this AI we can process learning, we can process problem solving, we can play games, and we can even solve any other things related to online. There are 3 types of AI mainly. One is narrow AI. Narrow AI is pretty common, which we see in a Google too, like to translate the language, and also by playing chess we can use this AI. Another is general AI. General AI is used mainly in knowledge part, especially in GK knowledge, which we see that mostly this is all about the human intelligence. And another comes is super AI. This super AI is which currently using right now in modern world. Because of this super AI, the deep fake technology, voice modulation, and now most of the cinematography directors and producers use this kind of technology. AI has many benefits, and some of the benefits are it is good for decision making. Because of AI, the decision making is so much perfect and accurate. Because of AI, another benefit is it is used in safety purposes. Like we have seen that the cameras in also and other kind of surveillance is also used. And another benefit is it is used in health sector. Like we have seen that because of this AI technology, we can use a surgery in a very precise manner, and with that doctors know how to handle the patients if that case is very serious. And like we have seen that it has many benefits, but it also has some of the demerits too. Like some of the demerits is it is all about the data. Like we have seen that AI is all filled with data, so it may manipulate easily. Any one person which comes from outside the world or hacker can easily manipulate the data, and by this it can create a biased result. If we see in AI, if we search about something, so it will give a biased result, so and create a discrimination. And also one other benefits are one other demerits are which we seen pretty commonly, like job displacement. Like because of these things, AI is creating job displacement, but it also have some of the good. But at the last, I want to conclude it in a simple way that AI is some kind of demerits, but it's kind of merits too. Like in ISRO, we are using AI for like Vayumitra, and our government, Odisha government, is also using AI like Sara AI for their news purposes, and many other things are solving by this only. Thank you.
Just go to foundation.
India has 9 coastal states, and the protection of these 9 coastal states has been done by a separate maritime law enforcement agency which is known as Indian Coast Guard. Jane friends, today I will be delivering a lecture on the topic Indian Coast Guard. We protect the motto of Indian Coast Guard. Indian Coast Guard is a separate maritime law enforcement agency which is also used for the search and rescue operation in the territorial water region, which also include the contiguous zone and the exclusive economic zone of the regions. Talking about the current operations of the Indian Army. Indian Coast Guard is currently used to provide assistance to the fishermen and the mariners who are operating in this region, and also used to provide assistance to the scientists who are doing research work in this region. Also, the Indian Coast Guard is using to control the illegal smuggling activities which are happening in this region. They provide assistance to the Custom Department, who are continuously asking for the help from the Navy earlier times for to stop the smuggling activities in this region. Coming to a history of Indian Coast Guard, during the 1960s, the smuggling activities in this region were at peak, and many times Custom Department was continuously calling Navy for the assistance and patrol in this region and to intercept those smuggling activities. At that time, Indian Navy saw that they will be diverging from their military operation in this region, and that is why they recommended to the government for the and proposed for the formation of a separate maritime law enforcement agency which is known as Indian Coast Guard. And the Nag Chaudhary committee, which was formed in 1971, did the survey of these activities in this region, which comprises of Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy, and they set up a registry which is known as Indian Coast Guard. And the interim Indian Coast Guard was formed in 1st February 1977 with 5 patrolling boats and 2 offshore boats at that time. Talking about some of the recent vessels which are used by the Indian Coast Guard: Samar class patrolling vessels, Sankalp class, Samudra vessels are some of the vessels used by the Indian Coast Guard. And talking about the exercises the Indian Coast Guard recently conducted, it's the exercise Dosti, Tropex 2023. These are the exercises which are done by the Indian Coast Guard. Also talking about the rank structure of the Indian Coast Guard officer, it is similar to the of paramilitary forces which comes under the Ministry of Defence, where it starts from the assistant commandant and the highest rank of this officers is Director General. Thank you. Talking about the roles, concluding my lecture with the roles, like they will be providing assistance to the fishermen, they will be helping out the Custom Department in controlling the smuggling activities in this region, providing help to the scientists, and like will be preventing the smuggling activities in this region. Thank you.
Education is a weapon that you can use to change the world. Jai Hind everyone, my today's lecture topic is education system in India. If we talk about the India, education system is a quite complex process. It has 3 national governing body. The very first is University Grant Commission. The second one is NCRT, that is National Council of Education, Research and Training. And the third one is All India Council for Technical Education, which gives the technical study about the technologies, which is mainly as the IITs, that is Indian Institutes of Technology. Rest the Department of Ministry and the state having their own governing bodies which is worked under its jurisdiction. If we talk about Indian education system, it is consisting of the different stages. The very first primary stage is of the 3 years, which is not assured as the compulsory education, because it will be providing the basic information. Then coming to the primary, that is 1st to 5th, then the secondary from 6 to 8, and the higher education from the 9th to 10th. Rest, if we talk about the literacy rate, India is only 74% literate, in which the male and female both are having different ratios. If we talk about the male ratio, earlier it used to be only 65%, now it's approx 80%, and if female only, the literacy rate was earlier seen in 2009 was 28%, now it's upgraded by the 40%, that is 65% of the total education system. If we talk about the gross enrollment ratio, that is seen, there are approx 700 universities and 37,000 colleges which are governed by the Ministry of Education as per allocated of the budget of the 2024 to 2025 fiscal years, there is that is approx 73 crore rupees by the which was proposed by our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. So if to conclude this point, I would like to say that government still is trying, but the private schools are giving more and high quality education, but they are charging very much high. If seen, the students is very much high, so that the poor are not able to connect and send their students as they take most. To conclude this, I would like to say that India government is still giving us the schemes as midday meals and implementing policies, but still it is far way to go to say that India education system is truly effective. Thank you.
A good relationship make a good strength in our country. Good evening, friends. Today our lecture topic is India-UAE relationship. India and UAE have very basic bond relationship. Have basic bond relationship between both countries. India in G20, India and UAE with each other support in mutual community in like such as BRICS and G20, and in political if we can see political relations. Recently the honorable in 1972 the UAE established their embassy in India in 1972, and in following 1973 India established their India's embassy in UAE. That recently our Prime Minister most political visits both countries increase our both countries help to increase their both countries. Like our Honorable Prime Minister PM Modi started his first visit in 2015. The first PM of India after the 34 years go to visit to UAE, and after that he continued after 5 visits are conducted after in 8 years. And also recently our PM go to UAE for attending COP28 summit. In trade relations, the UAE is the largest trade partner for India, and the second or largest second partner for import partner, and it's increased $85 billion in 85 billion dollar in 2022-23 year, and it will expect in 2025 reach $110 billion. We can reach there. In defense sector, both countries are conducted military exercise, and recently we in the January 2024 conducted desert cyclone and desert night. The main of this exercise helpful for our challenges of relations. China influence. China issue. China checkbook issue for it will China checkbook issue. Thank you, friends.
Australia is hosting the ASEAN Summit 2024 to mark the 50 years of their relationship, and yesterday announced 64 million Australian dollar for the security in maritime region. Jai Hind everyone, today's my lecture topic is about ASEAN. ASEAN is an acronym, stands for Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Basically, it is a regional organization to promote political and social stability. The motto is one vision, one identity, one community. And every year 8th August is celebrated as an Asian Day after the establishment of ASEAN in 1967 by the Bangkok Declaration. The member of ASEAN is Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Brunei, Cambodia, Myanmar and Laos, and recently Timor-Leste in 2023 joined it. If we talk about the objective of Asian nation is to promote collaboratively economic, political and social stability among the nation, and also further the greater utilization of agriculture and industries, and also to promote the ASEAN nation studies. And also if we talk about the fundamental principle on which the Asian nation work, it is to mutually respect the integrity, sovereignty and independence of each other nation. Also they work on the non-interference in the internal matter of each other nations, and also they will prevent the use of force. If we talk about the forms of ASEAN nation, that is the ASEAN plus 3 nation. 3 plus means China, South Korea and Japan, and also the East Asia Summit is going with the ASEAN nation. If we talk about the strength of ASEAN nation is that they are together the 7th largest economy in the world, and also they declare that by 2050 they should be the 4th largest economy in the world, and also after the China and India they are the 3rd largest labor force in the world. And if we talk about the challenges regarding the ASEAN nation, the first one is the gap between the rich and poor countries. Also the South China Sea dispute among the nations. Like we take the example of Parcel and Spratly Islands with the Philippines of China. And also we seen that they are not together collaboratively effective towards the South China Sea dispute. If we talk about the way forward for the solution part, we can promote the funds together raised to the infrastructure development in the Asian nation, and together they can develop a maritime base in the region there to counter the China. Thank you.
Because of the security enhancement, if we compare to 2014, for northeastern state of India, the death ratio of defense personnel and also the civilian and extremist activities are reduced to 90 to 95%. And in my opinion, it is just because of AFSPA. So, Jai Hind everyone, today I Chandrasekhar is here in front of you to deliver my lecturate on the same topic, that is AFSPA. AFSPA stands for Armed Force Special Power Act. The Armed Force Special Power Act 1958 provide a special power to defense personnel to deal with the local separatist group. It provides them a power of shoot on sight, search without warrant and arrest without warrant. If we talk about the history of this Armed Forces Special Power Act, it was introduced in the year 1942 by British India to deal with Quit India movement. Later, after independence, India used it for the separatist groups. In 1958, it was firstly introduced in Naga Hills and later spread to all over in northeastern states. In 1983, it was introduced in district of Chandigarh and Punjab. Later, in 1997, it was revoked as the situation came under control. In 1990, it was introduced in Jammu and Kashmir. In the year of 2000, Iram Sanu was a social separatist who took fast because of the Assam rifle had killed 10 innocent people, and after 16 years of long fast, the Supreme Court revoked this by changing some policies, as that a person who came under who had made an offense, he also have to move for further inquiries. Now today, talking about the present situation, it is spread and it is spread in five states, that is Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur and Jammu and Kashmir. So the main question that raised is whether this Armed Forces Special Power Act should be revealed or not. Many people have a positive impact, but in my opinion it should not get revealed, as I think without Armed Forces Special Power Act, the local police will not be able to handle the separatist activities. And also it Santosh Hedge in 2013 proved that it is mandatory to play it, but in my opinion it should be revoked by every 6 months to check whether it is required or not. Thank you.
Atithi Devo Bhava, a guest is treated as God. I will be delivering my lecturette in the topic of tourism in India. Tourism, India is a diverse country and it has all the main physical features such as mountains, desert, rainforest, and also have the islands and many other things. And it has the community, the biggest and the ever most the tourist places got India. Now if I talk about the economic aspect of tourism in India, it contributes 9% of the GDP and also generate 39 million job opportunities for the Indians. And in the Indian budget, government allocates 290 million US dollars in 2023 and 24. And also if I talk about government initiatives that promote the tourism in India, that has it is the Swadesh Darshan and Prasad schemes. Now if I talk about challenges that tourism have facing right now, the first one is the lack of infrastructure. We have seen the transportation system of India is lack somewhere to reach the tourist places. In Bihar, it is a very poor state of India, and there are many places that we don't have any transportation system. And now the second challenge is the safety and security. You have heard the news of Jharkhand where Spanish tourists got gang raped. So it will provide and deteriorate the image of India in an international level and also cause the deterioration in the tourism in India. So the security is the major challenge for India. Now the third challenge is the visa, because India's laws towards visa is very strict. To get the visa on time, it's also a very difficult process. And the fifth challenges is to getting the transportation. I have covered it in the earlier. So now if I go towards the solution part, the first one is the simplify the process of visa. So and also the security is always a concern for India. So we have to implement our laws and also the infrastructure. For the infrastructure, we build the road and also enhance our capabilities in the transportation system. Now if I conclude my topic and give my points and views towards this topic, India has a great potential in the tourism sector. We have seen in the northeast area where the tribals are showcasing their many indigenous cultures. So and also India has great potential to showcase, like Taj Mahal is there, Lal Killa is there, and many other temples are there. For this, tourism is important aspect for Indian economy. Thank you.
So everyone, you did well. Your efforts were wonderful, and few of you were exceptionally good. Like chest number 1 was good. You did well. Chest number 5, 6 and 7 also did great. Okay, na? Others, like efforts were wonderful from your side also, chest number 3, because you are first time you are facing these things, right? So it is a good thing. You need to work very hard, dear. You are getting confused between Indian Coast Guard and Indian Army, and you're being a bit casual, rather I'll say this thing. And sir, आप अच्छे थे, you are good, ठीक है ना? You're good, but you are confused regarding the total, like, how to manage all the data in 3 minutes, right? Rest everything was good. Okay, good luck guys, all the best. There was like some